VolumeMusicRadio.com. The Business Knowledge Broker Hour.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business, marketing.
All right, so here at the Business Knowledge Broker Hour, tonight we are talking about branding, right? And, my next guest is an awesome CEO, entrepreneur. She is the CEO of the Bombshell Factory, LLC. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up Miss D. Greetings, Miss D. Greetings, Miss D. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am absolutely great. This is Candace Joseph here at the Business Knowledge Broker Hour, and I was just telling my listeners here how, I was getting you on the phone because tonight we're talking about branding, and when I say your brand is all over Instagram, I want you to tell my listeners, yes ma'am, I've been seeing people share it, like it. I've sent it to some people, and they're like, okay, we need to get with the Bombshell Factory,
Right.
Because when I saw that cover picture with all of these great, powerful, strong women,
Yeah.
I didn't know what else to say. I said, okay, I want to hear about this greatness. Tell the listeners here, High Volume Music Radio, about the Bombshell Factory.
Okay, so the Bombshell Factory came about, I'm going to say, about 4 years ago. I just, wrote down the brand, just a thought. I didn't think that it would come, as big as I wanted it to be. So the first thing I did, I went to a Veda Institute to get my cosmetology license because I always wanted to do hair. So once I did that, I was like, I need to make a hair company because every time I would do my own hair, it's always, who did your hair? Who did this? And instead of me saying, oh, I got my hair from this person and that person, why not make a brand, for people to buy their hair from me? Like they always ask me, so why not sell hair? So I came up with the Bombshell Factory. I came up with the name because when I hear Bombshell, I just picture just like women empowerment. I feel beautiful, and I feel like that's a name that everybody would adapt to. And I feel like it's very catchy. So I think of the factory, like, what is that? So I called it the factory because it's hair, I do hair, and then soon I will be getting into lashes. So it will be like a whole beauty brand.
Okay. Now, I love what you said about women empowerment, and I absolutely love that. Tonight, on the show, we've been talking about branding all night, and I've been giving, various tips and hints to, to people. And I had some entrepreneurs on earlier, and they were talking about branding. When it came to branding the Bombshell Factory, how did you put together your concepts for what you wanted the vision of your company to look like, the brand of your company? How did you come about that?
So, okay, so the concept about the factory, so I had to figure out how I wanted it to look. So when it came to the logo and everything like that, I didn't want it too extravagant. I just wanted it to be a nice color. At first it was red, and then I changed it to pink because it's really girly, and that's what I wanted it to have. So how I branded it, it was kind of, I don't want to say easy, but it was, I just thought that it was kind of easy for me to brand because I was already taking clients. So I would just tell my clients, hey, I sell hair now, and I would just start off, with little discounts, for them to cut my hair out, give me feedback. It took me about 3 times to find the correct vendor, but after, like showing my clients my hair and everything, that's how I started to do it. So that's really how I started branding. And when it comes to social media, you really have to brand by hashtags. Instagram, you thrive off a hashtag. Like, you don't have to put something that's about your company. You can just put hashtag quarantine. And people may be looking at hashtags for quarantine, but once they see a picture of hair, like, I know I'm looking for quarantine, but this too. Let me go to this page.
Oh, I like that.
Do that.
I like, now see, okay, so see here, now Miss D just gave the listeners a tip, and this is a nugget from Miss D. I'm going to give Miss D some applause.
Yeah.
She said, get your brand out there by using hashtags about what's going on in the world today. Make it relatable to people. Awesome.
Right.
Awesome
Right.
advice. Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is. Hashtag is like the best thing for Instagram. Like, it is.
Okay, do you use any other like mediums as far as advertising right now, or is just Instagram just your thing?
Well, I just do Instagram mainly, but Facebook is good. But when it comes to like Facebook, you have to make like a not a Facebook profile, but like a page. They have like little page, like business pages that you can do. But for that, for your name to get out there, you have to do ads. So you have to buy an ad. I believe it's like $10, and the ad runs for about a week, and it can reach to up to 20,000 people based on the demographics that you choose. So when you do that, the ad will just pop up. It doesn't, if it matches the demographic, it's just going to pop up. Nobody can stop it. So you just have to create a perfect ad. It's only $10 for a week for you to reach at least 20,000 people. That's a lot of people for $10.
That's true.
Yeah. So Facebook is really good, but Instagram is really popular. Twitter, I don't really know about Twitter, but Instagram and Facebook are really good when it comes to branding.
Okay. And so, I mean, especially like for a product that you sell, for Instagram for you, is because people get to see the product.
Right.
They get to see it. They get to see what it can do. They get to see what it looks like on other women of various skin tones, and
Right.
So hey, I'm definitely with you on Instagram. I'm someone, I advertise on all mediums, so I definitely try that. What are some other branding, tools or tips that you can tell any new entrepreneur that wants to go out there and get their company known and get it seen?
Right. So my thing is, you just can't sit behind a phone or a laptop. You really have to get out there. Like before I made my brand, I was so shy. I didn't want to go anywhere else and talk now. But I had to learn that you have to go out and show people who you are and show off what you're selling, because a lot of people, they go off of word of mouth or something that they see or they can feel. A lot of people don't believe what they see on Instagram. So you have to go out and give out brochures, give out incentives. People really drive off incentives. If they get a deal, they gonna buy it. So it's true. You have to do that.
Yeah, you gotta have an offer. You have to be able to offer something, or even if a client comes back again, you give them some type of discount.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So when I have clients, so if they get their hair done by me and they buy hair from me, they get a whole discount all in all. So that's what you have to do. People dart off and they can save some money. They're gonna always pick you over the person. Because a lot of people, they don't go off of how it looks or they go off of how it makes them feel. Really, that's what it is. Like we go to a restaurant, a lot of people don't pick off of how the food is. They pick off of how it makes them feel, the customer service.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
That's how you have to think when it comes to your business.
Look at that. Miss D is giving nuggets to my listeners. She said, hey, get out there. You can't do it sitting behind a laptop, behind a computer. Get in people's faces. Love that. You said, hey, okay, in order for you to get your brand out there, people got to know about it. They got to be able to see it.
Right.
You got to have, offers and deals for people. You have to entice them to become a client, to pick your service or buy your product.
Perfect.
Ooh, Miss D, we might have to do a part 2 of this here, because you are dropping nuggets, okay?
Yeah, I learned all of this. I'm a student at Texas Southern, so taking this classes and marketing classes, it helps me a lot, actually. I really enjoy learning. It actually helps.
Okay. See, all business owners, I tell them all the time, you always have to learn your craft. You have to learn and hone into those skills. You have to be able to build up your business from the ground up. And we can always outsource and get someone else to do the labor for us, but it's always good to have that general base knowledge yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so you said about the lashes that are gonna come out for, you know, the Bombshell Factory.
Yes.
What's the goal 1 year from now?
1 year, you said?
Yep, 1 year from now.
I really just want my brand to just be bigger. I want to be able to not be able to handle the order that comes in. Like I want to have like a big team and be able to provide, you know, equipment for people who want to be in that type of atmosphere. You know, so that's my goal in a year.
All right. Now, see, I like that because I'm a person, you know, I have a team as well, even for this radio show. You know, my production manager, you know, she, you know, as far as like talent, scouting out talent, she was the one that contacted you in regards to getting on the show. You know, it takes a team. I have a, you know, a videographer, photographer here in the studio with me, you know, just because I like to capture the moments where I'm talking to entrepreneurs and, you know, it becomes a part of my playback for YouTube as well, you know, and it gets more people to look at these companies and to find out about their brands. So that's really why I do it. I do it to help people. And I have to say, when I saw the photos and I was like, okay, look at them working at, okay. All right, female empowerment. Let's do it for the ladies. Let's get it out there. And I have to say, I'm very glad to see that a lot of people are reaching out to small business owners and, you know, doing those collaborations with small business owners. I think that
a
that's...
lot of people, I'm sorry, a lot of people, they always go to the big companies, but it's really the small companies that's like coming up.
Okay. So what's some tips that you'll give to someone who's, you know, maybe, you know, that shy person like you were and want to get into business, but, you know, not sure if they should or not. What's some tips that you can get them to push forward to realize their dreams?
So I would say, like, if you're in school, you know, get into like organizations to talk to people or get around people that are like-minded or who want to achieve the goals that you want to have. One thing that I did, I had like a lot of friends that were my clients, and I just talked to them and I just made them my ambassadors, which are the ones that's in the picture. And they were a little more outgoing than me, so they really helped me just come out of my shell. And, you know, they helped me become the person that I am. So just really just like put yourself around people that want to see you win, that want your business to thrive, and it's going to make you comfortable to do that. Because if you're not around people who's going to, you know, help you up and do good, you're really not going to. I mean, I'm not going to say you're not going to succeed, but it's going to be hard for you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you gave some nuggets once again. What you said is very valuable in regards to having good people around you that really believe in your goals and dreams. You know, because I know, you know, something that I should have done, you know, right straight out of college was pretty much what I'm doing now. And, you know, I waited all those years because I kept having that doubt in the back of my mind. And then, of course, if you're an entrepreneur, but none of your friends are entrepreneurs, then, of course, they're not going to get your vision. They're not going to understand the drive and the push that you have, you know, because truthfully, and I hope that the current situation, current climate that we're in right now in regards to this economic depression is teaching people entrepreneurship really is the way.
Oh my God. I just told my best friend is, like, she got like a big settlement check. I said, you really need to look at starting a business. Like, it's not that hard. Just find something that you just love and just make a business, you know? It's something that you love. You're going to love it. Of course, you're going to cry sometimes. It's not going to always go your way. But it's going to help you in the long run.
Yep. And then a lot of times people, you know, and I tell people this all the time, there's nothing wrong with someone being an employee, because some people that are business owners, they are good employees, but they can be lousy at business, you know. But once again, that's where the team comes in, because even I have a team for my consulting firm. So if she needs somebody else to validate what you told her, you call me and we'll talk to her together, okay? And the thing about it is that pass or fail or whatever, succeed or not, at least you tried.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people do not try, and they can have the greatest invention, the greatest vision, the greatest non-for-profit. They want to do so much for the world, or the best book, and never do it, out of fear. So trust me, I understand about breaking past that fear. Well, I want you to tell my listeners how they can contact you in regards to the the Bombshell Factory, lineup. You do it all. So, you guys do it all. So tell the folks how they can get in contact with you for either services or product.
Okay. So my big platform is on Instagram. So it's at the Bombshell Factory _ So that's my business profile, and then my Instagram is at BOMBD D as in dog, and you can get at me that way as well.
Well, I have to say, Miss D, I want to thank you for being a guest on the show. Tonight you were dropping nuggets, and I know that the listeners that tune in, and the new entrepreneurs out there that are tuning in this week, I see some right now online from the UK. I see some people from Australia listening right now. So I'm looking at the demographics here. We have people in Chicago, New York, Canada listening in right now. And I want to say thank you, because they hitting up my Facebook Live, and they some people sending me instant messages in like, hey, she talking some jewels there. So
thank you.
Keep growing, keep showing up, and keep showing out. I want to thank you, Miss D, for being a guest on my show tonight, and thank you for those nuggets. And anytime you want to come back and tell us about new specials, new products that you have coming out, definitely send me a shout out or get in touch with my production manager, and she'll hook you up, and you definitely can come back on the show anytime you want to. And one day you gotta come and be an in-guest studio so we can drop some nuggets. We need to drop some. Well, you let me know what you're doing next Sunday, and you come be my co-host. How about that?
Okay, we can do that.
See, I got a co-host for next week's show. I got a co-host. All right, Miss D, thank you. And I'll hit you up tomorrow. We're going to definitely talk about that. And and you and I can come up with a topic together and bring these new entrepreneurs into this game.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
HighVolumeMusicRadio.com. The business knowledge broker out.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business, marketing,